Hi, this is PJ. I'm a game designer, and today we're going to react to the official launch trailer for Metaphor Refantagio. Metaphor Refantagio, I think I'm speaking this correctly. This is a game that is launched today, if I'm not correct, if I'm not wrong. And this is a game developed by Atlus, and it is published by Sega. So two big names there, and I have no idea what this game is. I saw some pictures, so it looks a little bit like Persona, and I've never played Persona before, but I really understand the vibe of Persona. I know those are RPGs, so this is what I'm expecting to see, an RPG with the aesthetic of Persona. So let's take a look. Gameplay and non-gameplay footage. Okay. I don't know if this sound is really very high for you guys. I'm going to lower a little bit. Sorry. Gameplay and non-gameplay.
You think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
Cell shading, anime bits. Ooh.
We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny.
Oh, a lot of things are dragons suddenly.
With
What?
our own hands.
What is that weapon?
I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
Gameplay? Okay. Whoa, Attack on Titan? What?
Take cover!
Wow.
Attack in any number!
Wow, okay. Pre-order now. Play the demo. This is for Xbox Series X and S and Windows. So no PlayStation exclusive, or I mean, no PlayStation players are going to be able to play. This is only Xbox and Windows. All right. All right. There are a lot of things happening in this trailer. They have shown us many things. I want to take a slow approach to this so we can see basically everything. This is made from Studio Zero. I'm not familiar with them. Maybe they even made something that I've played before, but from their name only, I'm not too familiar with them. Okay. Okay, so we start with an anime scene. Okay, so this is just for you to set you in what you are expecting to see. This is very anime like, with a very high fantasy. I'm sorry, not high fantasy. I meant a very fantastic structure here, something that you wouldn't find in our real world, and magic shooting from the sky. Then we start to see some cell shading, and this is the main art style that they chose to do this. This is very common nowadays, especially if you are dealing with anime. They tend to use cell shading to portray those characters in game, and I really like cell shading. Some cell shading are very well done. Some are very poor and make you feel strange or looking at something weird. From this trailer, this seems to be, in my opinion, the middle ground. It is not amazing, but it is not poor. It is well done. Especially we can see some of the shadows here. They seem to be okay, but I'm not really much of a fan of those sharp contours. They trying to do some sharp contours, those characters, and I'm not really a fan of those sharpness. I like more of a subtle approach. You can see this kind of approach in Genshin Impact, which is also cell shading. And it is in my opinion, one of the best cell shadings done gaming. But this, I like the design. The art direction is really good. I really like this design, especially for anime characters when you have to have uh, exaggerated postures, exaggerated silhouette. So this is good. I like the horns, the very pointy elbows, and the extremely oversized sword. I'm not really much of a fan of exaggerated weapons, but since this is anime, I think it fits. So this is fine. And look at his design with some cards. It reminds me of cards. I don't know exactly why, but it reminds me of some cards from the common card deck. With the all the I'm missing the word, but you get what I mean. So we have this guy, which is probably a villain. I'm guessing this is common folk, and this guy's probably the villain. Then we can see this huge structure that looks like a face looking down at you. So maybe this is the omen, the the big bad. Maybe this is the big bad that is assailing the common folk. And he looks like a face. You can see the eyebrows here, nose, like we're looking from up here, and the face is just looking down. And we can see one eye, and this eye is made of faces. He has a couple of other faces here. So he's like judging the common folk. This is very, very, very tyrant, very oppressing gaze. We have this guy once again. This is probably the main protagonist. This is what I'm getting. I like this place. And then we can see maybe what might be your party in the end. This guy has a halberd, and for anime, this is a very common looking halberd. Of course, some exaggerated. This pointy here is very long for a halberd. Doesn't need to be that long. And this is a hammer point in the end, I think. We have the X point in one side, and the other, is it just might be just another sticky point, another blade. So yeah, a common halberd. This is very nice. Although, where is the? Oh, I see. He's having the halberd in his back. He's not wielding it. I thought at first he was wielding it with one hand. So I was going to complain, why use the halberd one-handed? But he's having it in the back, which is not much better. But anime, this is fine. And this guy summons a fairy? Is that what happens here? Oh no, this girl has a fairy. Okay, this girl has a fairy by her side. Then we have a guy on the left with another creature, flying ferret or something, I don't know. And is this a character? Not sure. Okay, then more anime bits, probably telling us the background of some characters. This is a guy with some cat features. Council. We see some council. I don't know who this guy is, but he looks awesome. I like this older guy too. Reminds me the older guy from Bleach, which is one anime that I really love and hate at the same time. Yeah, this console is giving me Bleach vibes, except for the intricate floor here. For some reason, it's reminding me of some Final Fantasy X, but I'm probably biased because it's one of my favorite games. I like this girl or guy, hard to say. It seems they have either four wings or three wings at one side only. This guy has a staff. This is really cool. I like this scene a lot. It shows a little bit of the world that we are dealing with. First of all, this is very anime, right? So we saw a lot of fantastical architecture, and at the same time, in the same trailer, they give us this, which is very common. This is very mundane situation with a lot of those clothes being put higher, just to for the sun to dry them. This looks like a poor uh, commonplace. Lots of houses, and not houses, but lots of apartments for people to live. And right in front of the living area, right where people live, they just put this execution stand. Three people are going to be hanged or were already hanged here. So this shows how much the this omnipresent force, or even the government, we don't know, is just there just to show how aggressive they are, how oppressive they are. They just put this right in front of the commonplace of the people. So people are just living their lives, and now they have to deal with this, people being hanged right in front of their houses. And we see the design of some of the soldiers. I really like the design of this soldier. I think this is awesome. We have some. I think this is called a salet or saleh. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this in English, but I think this is a salet type of helmet. This is this kind of helmets that cover the top part of your head, and then some small visor just to for you so you to see, and the lower part could be covered too with a coif. I'm sorry again if I'm mispronouncing it, but you can use the an armor to cover just this part, so you are completely covered in your head. And this soldier just has the helmet part. They have some kind of a spear. It seems to be some kind of a spear, and they have this cape, and this cape covers in the left side with the branding, which with what probably seems to be the the symbol of this kingdom, or the tyrant of the government. So you have a lot of information in this scene. Just from this scene alone, I love this scene. This scene is amazing. I'm curious about the spear because it seems to be like a circular, a cylindrical spear, not just in the staff part, the holding part, but also in the point. Uh, I don't know if this is just for the because of the cell shading that's making me see things like this, but it seems to me like this point part is also cylindrical, so it's like a cone, which is weird for a spear, but I'm not sure if this is too uncommon, or maybe this is not even this case. So moving on. Love this scene. Again, once again, very mundane with a very large street, even though we haven't seen yet uh, cars or any kind of vehicle transportation in this game, but we see some people right on the street, not on the sidewalk. So maybe there are no vehicles here, but then they chose to give this a large road so you can have a large place for you to explore. It's a nice decision. I like this. At first, I would be weirded out because why have a large street if there are no vehicles? But maybe there are. Uh, this is what I thought we would get in terms of HUD, of UI, when I told before about this being very related to Persona. This is the I think this is the same team that made Persona. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the type of layout that you would see in a Persona game. Those the way that they dispose those kinds of information here, the details of the characters, even the map UI. Again, I never played Persona. I just saw footages. I saw some live streams and saw some friends playing the game. So I might be wrong, but this is what reminds me instantly of this game. And this might even be in-game footage, since we have the map here and some commands down here. Mission: find an inn. This seems to be very early game mission. They put you to find an inn. It's probably early game. And we have day and night cycle. It seems day and night cycle. We have a temperature. Is there a temperature system here? Huh. Interesting. I was not expecting that. Definitely not expecting that. If you are a Persona gamer, a Persona player, please tell me in the comments below if this is a common occurrence of them. Usually, you have temperature as a system, as a mechanic on survival games. So I was not expecting this. Maybe this is just some cool information, just for flavor and just for immersion in the game. Could be, but I don't know. If this is a game mechanic. I'm very curious to see this making an impact in a non-survival game. Yeah, especially an RPG. Common folk. We see more commonplaces, some characters. This is interesting. This is a cutscene, so I'm not sure if you're going to play against this, but by the way that this is positioned, this is framed, it really makes you think that you're going to fight all of those guys. And again, this is not we haven't seen a combat scene so far in this trailer, in this analysis. I know we have some fights along the trailer, so I'll try to make this not that long, but this is very Dynasty Warrior. This is what you expect to fight in a Dynasty Warrior game, where you have to fight a lot of soldiers at once, but you have a party and you have many soldiers. So I don't know if this is just a cutscene, and maybe they are going to have a talk with some, maybe the leader of those guys. I don't know. Or this is, yeah. If this is a turn-based game, I don't know how are they going to make this fight work. But yeah, might be interesting. Once again, those soldiers that we saw before, and we can see a little bit better of their spear. Their spear has a heavy part here. I don't know exactly why. Maybe just to shift the weight, make the stabbing stronger. Not sure. The halberd. This guy has a great sword, and so far looks cool, but it's too far to see more detail. Main character in anime format. So we have him in, we haven't seen before in uh, live game, and now we see him in anime format again, getting rescued. by Sword Guy. Okay, he has horns. Sword Guy has horns, just like the villain. So maybe this is he doesn't have horns. So maybe this is part of the story here. Maybe some people can get those animal features, and maybe there is a difference in status there. Villain again. Horns, blue eyes. Another part of the gameplay, and now we can see more of the party. We have this guy who is called Magic Seeker, or maybe are those classes. Maybe those are the classes. And so maybe there is a class system. Oh, let me get back here just to see. So he's still called Magic Seeker. So maybe this is the class system, and this class system, it is intrinsic to the character. Maybe you cannot change classes to characters; they are tied, which is fine. There are just different approaches to games. Okay, we see Magic Seeker, Swordmaster, Magic Knight, and Assassin. It is it is rather funny that they make the cute rabbit character the assassin. I think this is funny. Just one more look at the weapons, because I'm really fond of weapons. Now the guy has a katana. Now he has a really big curved sword. So looks like a katana. The fairy is now following this guy, so maybe the fairy is some kind of game mechanic. We have the rabbit with nothing apparent, and this guy has oh, he has pole arms. He's not having a halberd anymore, so he mainly focuses on pole arms, and he's a magic knight. Oh, so maybe those pole arms can be infused with magic, do fire damage and ice damage. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But this pole arm looks like a naginata, and I love naginatas. So it is cool to see some weapon variety on this trailer. I love this. They are crossing a bridge. Dragon. Out of nowhere, dragon. Okay. Was not expecting to see dragons in a modern world, or somewhat modern world. And this dragon has something on his back. Is this a rider? It is a rider. It is a rider with multiple arms, a weird helm, and a cross on the top of the helm. And now we see the girl again. This girl was not in the other scene at the bridge. So, which leads me to believe that you have probably a more fixed cast, but for the fight and for the overworld, you have just to manage with 4, which is also common to RPGs. You have a broad roster of characters, and you have to choose which are going to make your party. I just wanted to see a little bit more of this blonde, just to see her weapons. Oh, we can see the rabbit here has a katana of sorts, maybe a tanto, maybe a wakizashi, not sure. And she's the one that stays. Oh, I love that helm. I love that helm. It is very fantasy-like, of course, but it has character. It shows some emotion, even though they are not supposed to express emotion. Masks don't express emotion, but the way that the bright lights and this resemble an eye here, it shows some emotion. I like this. Convey some emotion. Yeah, so she has braided hair, has a cape. Oh, wait, this is another character. The blondie is here. Okay, never mind. This is another character. Okay, this guy makes the. What is this weapon? What is this the weapon the same guy the villain was using? Is he fusing it with lightning or something? Oh, look at this. What is that weapon? Looks like a crescent moon. Look. Then he wields it. Wow, so weird. And again, you can see the characters still have the classes, the same classes. They did not change between characters. But what we can see here is that the portrait changed. Now they have the glowing eyes and more aggressive look. More not only the aggressive look, but the way that the lighting is portrayed, just to have more of a intense, type of. This is the look of combat, the look of battle, like this. So maybe there is some mechanic where you activate and then all the characters just get a buff or something like that. Lurking Nightblade might be the name of the attack, might be the name of the enemy. And the way that you have many animations during combat, this heavily portrays me that this is a turn-based RPG, which is good. Which is good. It's good to have more variety, and you can skip. Wait a minute. If you can skip, so maybe this is just a cutscene, just just an animation. But I don't know. I think this is turn-based. This guy has some weird armor, and he's not necessarily human. Doing some attacks. Yeah, you see how his target is just standing there. This is an animation for an animation for an attack in a turn-based uh, system. And this guy, this is either the enemy and this is a summon, maybe, or vice versa. Maybe this is the enemy and this is the summon. Not sure. The yellow guy, the yellow egg looks more like an enemy. Let's be honest. Or anime scenes. Guy is getting attacked. Or not. Okay, we have some. I was going to say ships, but this is not a ship. This is a guy floating or something, and those are his armies. Are those horses? They are riding horses? Yes, okay. Then this guy throwing something. Weird weapon. Who is this guy? Oh, I like his expression. He's like mad. He looks like a crazy character. Or maybe he's just furious in this scene. Hard to say if this is an enemy or maybe another party member. Hard to say. This is a party member we know, and they are side by side, so maybe he's actually a party member. I don't know what this is. Some protective gauntlet that goes all the way up the arm. Is she a doll? I thought this was, like an arm for a doll, but maybe it is just a prosthetic arm. And they are fighting. What the hell is going on? I don't know. Is he an enemy? Is he a friend? This is hard to know. Look at how long her hair is. Look at this. Jesus, this is the anime proportions that I was talking before. But I don't think that it is. Yeah, I'm not sure about her design. I like the way that the hair is long, but aside from the hair, she looks very bland. She has that shoulder thing that gives some volume to her silhouette. But aside from that, there is nothing much to her. Her face is pretty common. her dress has more colors just to have more variety there, which is okay. It is appreciated, but yeah, compared to the villain guy, nothing much. Even the protagonist doesn't have much for him. It is very common, very low key. Maybe this is the vibe of the character, but no very contrasting colors aside from the hair here. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad design. It's just I was expecting more for anime style like this guy. This guy has a lot of floating. Uh, uh, his clothes float well. Has a lot of flow to his movement, and the colors, the purple here and the purple here with the this pattern of the ocelot. Is it called an ocelot? Panther, not a panther. Big cats. one of the big cats. Uh, it fits with the anime style. And I like the sword. The sword is simple, but it is effective as a sword. I like this. Going to attack. Fail. Stop. Yeah, something is happening here. This is probably an enemy that turns hero or something like that. The fairy is cute. We don't see much. She reminds me of Kairi. Is it Kairi from Digimon? You know, it's very old. I'm old, guys. This I think this is Kairi from Digimon. The way that her hair is her hairstyle and her clothes, it reminds me strongly of Kairi from Digimon. That scene, love this background. Beautiful, beautiful background. Bacon, right? A lot of powers, and now they see the same hero, right? Is it the same guy? Same guy with maybe bright blue eye. He has one yellow eye and one blue, so maybe the blue eye is flashing. Some mechanics. This is social mechanics. This is definitely social mechanics, something that Persona games use a lot. They have a lot of social mini games. You have to interact with other characters. This happens a lot, and this is something that since I haven't played Persona, this is something that I'm missing. I know that I'm missing, but it is so cool to see they are bringing gaming elements to social interactions, not just you have some choices to what do you say. It is very creative, and I like this. Some boats. Is Wait, was it always Magic Seeker? It was Magic something, right? Magic Seeker. Sorry. I just had to be sure. Just had to be sure. Once again, day, time, and weather, temperature at Walterbury Heights. I wonder how open this world is. We have the map for the boat, which is funny to have a map for a boat. Uh, but yeah, I wonder if you can go to all these other places, or maybe are all. Maybe this is not open world. These are just instances, and then you choose which instance you want to go. So you go to different cities, not by walking or traversing the place, and maybe just by selecting on a list. Uh, Either way is cool. Just to have more places to engage is nice. Gauntlet Runner. Maybe this is the name of the ship. The Gauntlet Runner. There's why to talk. Okay, talk to who? Then we have this guy just surfing on a broom, it seems. Seems like he's surfing on a broom. And this reminds me a lot of Genshin Impact. A lot of characters in Genshin Impact have some mobility skills, so just to help you traverse the game easier. So maybe this is a skill, maybe this is just a common transport way for you to explore the world. I don't know what that is, but seems ominous. Oh, this is the face. Yeah, this is the face seen from afar. Wow. So just like Elden Ring, you will have a point of reference from whatever you are, whatever place you are. You get a point of reference to look. This is that point that you saw the other in the other town. Now you can see from this angle. This is awesome. I love this. Very good level design. Harbor's Day afternoon. This is another city. Very common city. Guards are different. Steal spears, of course. Give a guard a spear. He will be a good guard. More of a square. Then we go to combat. Look at this guy. What is that weapon? Once again, we go anime and we go exaggerated, right? So this looks like a spear, but this is what kind of monster do you want to stab with this spear? Like a trident. Oh, it's a trident. What kind of creature are you going to stab with this trident, dude? Humans don't need to be stabbed in this hard to be killed, you know? Just this, you just have a pointy stick and then you stab, and depending where you stab, you're probably done. So, uh, but of course, I'm joking. This is anime, so they have to do these exaggerated styles, and it fits the armor. It fits the the style of the character, so it is very beautiful and stylized. Then the attack. Guy looks surprised. Then we go to the Attack on Titan guy. This looks a lot like Attack on Titan. And I'm not saying just because he's a giant, but the way that, this art style, it is 100% being referenced. Uh, sorry, this is referenced by Attack on Titan. You can see by the way the face structure is, the nose, temples, the eyes, the eyebrows, even the teeth, even the teeth. This is a lot like Attack on Titan. I don't know what he has on his head. There are people walking on his head, and there is some mass, maybe a brain. What the hell? This is anime for sure, and you can see this. Okay, this guy has a very long sword, but he's wielding it in one hand. Not a fan, particularly not a fan. But hey, this is anime. You can do whatever you want. It would be cooler if he used two-handed, but fine. You can see better of the halberd. Okay, nice. He has a pointy hand as well. What an enemy, dude. What an enemy. Look at this. Then we have this guy with a small hammer calling the lightning. This guy has a syringe. Throws a syringe. Oh, look at. Ooh. It's like a Sahajin or some type of sea creature with another polearm. Love this design. Love this design. A mix of you can see the Komodo dragons head. So this is referenced by Komodo dragons, and the rest is of course pretty fantastic. But yeah, I like this. Another guy surfing on swords. This guy loves surfing on weapons. Okay, I better look at the assassin guy. He seems to to be inspired by the ninja, surely, but he's a cute bunny ninja. Yeah, it's cute. This guy. Okay, more gameplay. Brawler. Ooh, okay. Here we have some more information. They changed their classes. They finally changed their classes. So there is some point of either class progression. So the magic seeker becomes the summoner, and the magic knight becomes the berserker, or judging by the name alone, they are totally different classes, and then you can change, and maybe those characters have a set of what classes they can choose, or the classes are completely free for you to change and mix up. Love this, love this, love this, love this, love this. Enemy design is cool. There are some summons, it seems, or either those are enemies and this is the summon. I think, yeah, this is probably what it is. This is probably the summon, and these are the enemies. Lamp Shatter doing damage. This points this nails it. This is a turn-based RPG. Okay. More anime. This is Sparta. Sky Falls. Oh, look at the lion. Is this a chimera? This is a chimera. I think this is a chimera. This is a lion with a snake as a tail. Weapons. Is this a guy or a girl? I'm not sure. Still not sure. Dealing with the army. We can see some tanks firing cannons at the whatever this is. Explosions, guys with pole arms. Are those soldiers? Or just maybe, yeah, seem to be soldiers. Guy, oh, is that the purple guy? I think this is the purple guy. There's some cartwheels, another ship, hand, eye, yeah. A lot of things happening too fast in the end, and I think this is already a pretty long video, but we got to take a look at many aspects of this game, and I understand better this game from this trailer for sure. So this is definitely a good trailer. Once again, I have some criticism about the cell shading. I think the cell shading could be done a little bit better, but so far the game looks awesome, man. This game looks amazing. What I like the most were the idea that you can change your classes, and you have the mechanics, the social mechanics. Where are they? Well, we saw, right? We saw this before. So the idea of social mechanics and the the capability to change your classes for the other fights are good. So yeah, this has been Metaphor with Fantazio, which is already launched, and it is free to play. Is that what it is? Or is it pre-order? Oops, sorry, clicked the wrong thing. No, it is pre-order, and we have a demo to play. So yeah, maybe if you guys wanted me to try out the demo, just say that in the comment and I might do it. So yeah, this has been Metaphor with Fantasio. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you around for another trailer. Bye bye.